I had to include melons into my road design, didn't I? Why am I doing this to myself all the time? Hello, welcome back to a new episode on the Craftiverse server. Today, we have a lot to do today. I am actually needing my armor first. I just realized. Yeah, it's raining. Of course it's raining. Can we sleep? Nope, of course not. Well then, whoa. Good. Must have been. Yeah. Rain. So last time I started to map out my roads and I actually put down a little piece of the road design actually, just to get a feeling of just how much materials I am actually going to need, especially the melons that I had to include, of course. And yeah, this is how far 2 stacks of melons got me. And like, let me just free cam real quick. Yeah, there is quite a bit of road to do, so I'm probably going to need at least a shulker full of melons to get somewhere. But yeah, this is what we're going to do today. We are going to lay down all the roads. I might have to do some more AFKing first though. And I'm going to need a lot of wool as well, because I'm going to decorate these little lanterns with banners, just to make them look a little bit more interesting, and a little carpet on top to hide the frog light a little bit more. And it's night. Let me just... Ah, yes, the rain is gone. This is what we're going to do today. And also, I am going to start to plan out where I want to put my buildings. And I'm also going to terraform a little bit, like shaving down all these little hill thingies and clearing out the forest. So this is going to be quite of a tidying up episode, probably. We'll see how far we can make it this episode. I hope we can do quite a lot. I am very motivated. I just can't wait to see this whole thing finished. So, let's get into it. And after a million years, I finally was able to finish this stupid road. I mean, technically it's not finished because I still need a lot of banners, and that's just taking so much wool, and I need to go a lot more AFK, I think. But look at that. This is so cool already. Like, just walking in between here, like with all these lanterns as well. Oh, I love it. But yeah, you may notice that I guess I like to torture myself, because this was a nightmare. I had to wait a million years to get enough melons to place all of them around. And then I decided to use stairs. Oh my god, these stairs. These stairs are such a nightmare because like I was like, oh yeah, I'm placing them. But I kept misclicking, placing them around on the ground or like upside down or anything. It was a nightmare. It was such a nightmare. I spent so much time placing those. And then all the water. Like, you know how like with stairs, when you waterlog them and you have like put water here and put water here, this is an infinite water source, right? Well, except it isn't when it's floating like this. It's only when there's a solid block underneath it that it turns into an infinite water source. So I had to fly back and forth to place the water in the places where it's basically a bridge currently. And oh my god, this was such a nightmare to do, but I was committing to it because when I started to build it, I was like, oh yeah, that looks so cool. And then why am I doing this to myself? Why did I make this much road? And like also, I kept forgetting that I had this little part of the road up here as well. Plus, I was thinking, because this is a little bit of a cramped situation down here, like I just made it that the chocolate has overflown over the road and even coated the bottoms of the little lantern thingies a little bit with chocolate, and over here a little bit higher because probably like with a whoosh, a huge wave of I kind of imagined it like the chocolate flowing on top of the strawberry and a little wave hit this one a little higher, and then I just love this little detail with the little spruce down here. And I also, jeez, I'm throwing my cup. Oh no, I made a mess. And I also made sure that there's an actual big pathway down here to this little shortcut thingy to get from down here back up here and back and forth. Because, yeah, I myself kept forgetting that I have this little tunnel thingy, and also adds up a little bit to the officialness to it, that it's actually supposed to be walked around and not, flown around. But yeah, we've removed a lot of land for that, and I still need to remove all these trees. They are so annoying, especially all the way over there. There's still so much to do just in the terraforming part. So as you can imagine, from all these terraforming, I got so many resources. Like I got so much dirt, so much grass, actually just a little bit of stone because I didn't dig too far down, but like I have so much of it. Like I don't think I'll ever need that much. I'm keeping a bit to myself, but we actually have something in the shopping district that we like to call our little farmer's market. That's right. This is supposed to be a little bit of a smaller area where we basically are allowed to sell like anything we want, like no shop claims or anything. That's like just what we have lying around that we don't need, and we kind of need to get rid of it, and well, we can sell it to other people. That way, if there's a shop that hasn't been built yet, but people need that specific resource, we have this little farmer's market where Babs has already built a little shop selling a little bit of sand, and Fivo's shop over there, he's selling, I think, some deep slate and stuff and flowers, and yeah, shops are popping up slowly but surely. So let's build our own one in here, shall we? And look at that. I love it. It's just so cute and citrusy. I love this little citrus theme that I keep doing with almost everything. For some reason, with the little glass effect, the glass effect with the concrete powder underneath it and stuff, making it a little bit 3D, makes it look so cute and actually like a citrus. I'm just losing my mind over this. And yep. This is the amount of dirt that I'm selling. I got some bits and bobs over here as well, like a load of lapis, and I don't need any copper, so I thought like, yeah, I'm going to sell like raw copper blocks, because as a building blocks, those can look very nice. I have so much redstone that I'm probably never going to need. And yeah, here I got even more dirt and grass as well. Like I'm selling them for 10 diamonds a shulker box, including the shulker box. And yeah, I got some stone. I wanted to put some cobble here as well. I completely forgot actually. And yeah, I have shulkers of these as well. But yeah, here's a lot more grass, so much grass, almost endless grass. Yeah, I got so much of that stuff that, yeah, I decided to just sell it off for anyone who wants to do like some terraforming. Ugh. I'm getting hiccups. For anyone who wants to do like terraforming, this is the shop to go to. I have so much. And I still have quite a bunch at my base, so yeah. Oh my god, this actually looks like candy. I love it. Alright, yeah, I just realized one thing that I haven't mentioned yet is the fact that I am going to build a skin shop on this server. I did mention it in our Discord, so that's why Shroom actually reached out to me and asked me if I could offer him my skin services. So yeah, we need to set something up real quick, very, very quickly, and make a skin for him. Okay, look, this apple has been very, very rushed. I need to make it a lot better and prettier, but it is an apple. Nonetheless, a very ugly one, shriveling up already. So, but this is the changing room, and I'm just waiting for Shroom. It's very small, yeah. The waiting Shroom. Hello.
I'm loving the armor, by the way.
Yeah,
very colorful.
I thought, like, why not make it actually fit with my skin? Like, oops.
Yeah, it looks cool.
Purple shoes, yellow pants, and red hair. Couldn't decide for one color, take them all.
Yeah, exactly.
On the topic of colors, you requested some skin services from me.
Yes, I did.
And let's just ignore that that's a very ugly apple. It is an apple nonetheless.
No, it's great. It's great. It's amazing.
It was very rushed. I just plopped it down like within like not even a minute, or probably two, maybe.
It looks a little bit soggy, but it looks nice.
It's hard to build at that scale and make it look roundish and give it some organic shape. Like, point is, so I already sent you the skin and stuff, and this is actually a changing room, as the sign suggests. So if you wanna try that on, and
I think I will. Let me take off my armor first, and
yep.
Be right back.
I can actually peek inside, so it's not good.
Oh, and here we go.
Oh my god.
How does it look?
So much better in game.
Oh my god, it looks absolutely amazing. I think he did a great job.
Oh, thank
seriously.
You. I love the dandelions on the head. So
I think yeah, tell me about it.
Well, your name doesn't really fit it quite anymore, I guess, because you're Moo Bloom.
Oh, yeah.
Hello there, Mr. Bit Moo Bloom.
Bit Moo Bloom. And I dug through my cape archives.
I can see.
I found this one. It looks.
What is that amazing. Actually? Is
yeah, I'll take
like
off the
oh, what?
pancake.
Wait, it changes so much when it's in Elytra. What
I know, it's crazy.
Like it's oh my god, now I can see the butter and the syrup. Oh my god, now that I know what it is, I can tell.
But the colors are like actually perfect.
I thought it was going to be like honeycomb or something, like for the bee update or something. Nope, it's pancakes, and it's actually dripping outside of the thingy of the Elytra as well. Like
it looks so cool.
How?
Very fitting with the skin. I think it looks amazing.
I think it suits you very well.
You did a very good job.
Oh, why? Thank you. Well,
so,
speaking of jobs,
to price.
Yes. This is a shop after all.
Uh-huh.
And You know, I have a lot of fun making skins, so technically I do gain something by making them already, so I don't want to make it like too expensive, you know. Kinda wanna try and get some
But your services
in
are
there.
so amazing.
Why? Thank you. I'm starting to
make
blush
it,
over
make
here.
it an official shop, though.
Oh yeah.
Boom. There we go.
So
All right.
yeah, I was thinking, like, also depending on how many people are going to request my services and stuff, like, you know, demand and supply and stuff like that. I think since you're my first customer, I think a good 15 diamonds is worth this
15?
beautiful suit.
I think you're underpricing yourself a little bit. So how about I give you what I think it's worth?
I mean, I have no idea what people would pay for a skin, so that's why I'm always struggling. Oh, whoa.
How does that sound?
I mean,
think-
I have no problem with that. And how many is that actually? Whoa.
It's a pretty decent amount.
I mean,
I think
if you
I think you deserve even more, but
No,
let's just say it's first customer's discount.
That is well, that is a discount. You know, that's the only diamonds I currently own.
Hey, but you're in full netherite, so
That is true. That is true. Funnily enough, like my last 27 diamonds went to your gravel shotgun that I bought
Did
from
it?
you. Yes.
Amazing.
May I say it on camera as well now that like your shop is insane. That building is beautiful and I love the gradient. Like I'm struggling so much with the gradients for the fruits and stuff, but you managed to pull these gradients off like it's nothing.
You are way too kind. You are much too kind.
Oh, for real, like you're the gradient master. Besides the fact that this building is like beautiful in itself, like the whole structure, or what. You know, I'm the colorful lady. You might have guessed by now.
I can tell.
I'm just staring at these gradients, like also like your starter base thingy in Craftiverse. Oh my god, with the armor, it actually also fits so well.
I was like, okay, I'm about to sell amber. Might as well, or resin. Sorry.
Yeah.
Might as well. Yeah.
Also, like your starter base in Craftiverse, like the roof you did with the green gradient, like you're the gradient man. I might have to request your services at some point when.
Oh no!
I mean,
now the pressure's on.
You, my friend, made it actually possible for me to build the watermelon.
Hey, but shop. if you saw inside, there is a bulk orders thing. So
yeah, I am going to. I'm probably going to need at least 4 shulkers.
Yeah, there you go.
At the very least.
I'll stock it up for you.
I guess spread the word. Maybe more people will request his services.
You know, and I just went to show it to Atma, so he's
Also, I appreciate this a lot.
Atma was already talking because he's tried making his own custom skins.
Oh,
this is the result of a 3D skin that he made.
Wait,
it's not 3D.
Oh, he put it like on the second layer.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel that mistake to another level. Like my very first skin, it was so ugly.
Oh no.
You know what I also think is kind of funny? The fact that the Moobloom head is like this more yellow tone and then like the orange below. You actually look like the pancakes on your cape. With the butter on top.
I do. My hat is the butter. And let this be known, this is completely unplanned because I didn't even know I had this cape until I was switching skins.
So, I've got a message from our bit of the mushroom that my order has been delivered. Gravel delivery, 80 diamonds total, 10 per box. Please pay at bank. Oh, wow. That's... Oh my god. That's quite the discount, actually. I calculated way more with the price that he has on his shop, so I get quite a discount. So let's quickly go and pay that, just to make sure we don't forget. And then it is time for this to be finished. Let's go. And we finally got what we need. Let's go and do this. Woo! Ow. So yeah, this is quite a time-lapse heavy episode, I guess. But look at this. I cannot buttons. There we go. Look at this monster of a melon. Look how tiny I am on top of there. This, oh my god, this took so many resources and it's glorious. I mean, I have to kind of tweak the little connection with the terrain and everything. And I still have to figure out how I want to do actually my flooring and stuff around my builds. And also, I realized, yeah, that was supposed to be my entrance into the watermelon. Yeah, I need to move this road over a few blocks. And you haven't seen it in the time-lapse because I added this afterwards. But we have this little swirly thingy that grows out of the watermelons. And I thought to connect everything up with another little citrusy bridge that's kind of like themed around this bridge. So the smaller bridges have like a little tiny version of that. And it's getting night. Let me, oh god, buttons again. And forgive me for my voice, I am getting a little bit sick. So let's see how long I can record with my voice still being there. But let's actually take a look at this little part. I connected it up to the road, as you can see. And then just, yeah, went with the theme. And I also added a few lanterns. And oh my god, banners are so expensive. I did not realize just how expensive these are. I've been using up so much wool. It's incredible. But yeah, now we have an actual entrance into this very ominous looking inside of the melon. And there are still a few places where mobs are spawning. So this is currently not quite safe. At least I had 4 endermen walking around here and a zombie and a skeleton. So yeah, we need to make this place safer before we use the farm again. But I also added a little thing at the main bridge because, yeah, mobs were spawning on top of it as well. So I had to light it up a little bit, and I love this little look with the banners. Makes it, I don't know, look fancy. The only thing that's really bothering me is the way they render. They don't render for the whole bridge, and I don't know what to do. But I love the look of this. This makes it feel a lot nicer and is also going to be a little bit more lit up at night that way. But yeah, now that this is out of the way, we can finally start to focus on actually planning this area out and actually mark down what's going to go where. As I mentioned, I have a lot of buildings already planned out. I just need to figure out the placement for them and mark the spots. I might even work like section-wise, and maybe that might be actually a good idea also to get like a feel for how I want to actually make the smaller roads leading to the buildings, and if I'm going to actually make them useful this time. I don't even know if I'm going to put anything in them. Just Monster in the Strawberry has been dwindled because, yeah, now I finally used up a lot of the stuff that I was storing in here. So it looks a little cleaner, I guess. But this will still forever be a mess. It's just how it is. I'm too lazy to do like the whole giant storage system sorting thing. I'm over that. I just can't anymore. I've made so many now. I'm tired. Yeah, I think the next thing I'm going to do is to start putting in the little markings on where I'm wanting to put which build. So I'll see you then. Alright, so I decided to start off this little area first because I have a few builds that I can't wait to get in this area that I've planned over here. So I also realized this place has been like Swiss cheese, and yeah, I request queue services again for some of these holes because, yeah, I can't do slopes that well, and this is pretty steep, and I don't know how to connect this in a nice way up there, so you can worry about this. If I go into FreeCam, I can show you a better view of what I've planned over here, and I think there's at least two things where you can guess what it's going to be, but this is going to be a project for the next episode. This episode is probably already way too long, and yeah, I'm going to use this kind of like a template tile on how I'm going to do all the other areas as well, just to be able to experiment with the colors, with blocks, with palettes, anything, and designs. So once I get this one down, I think the rest will be a lot easier, I guess. But that is going to have to be it for today's episode. So if you liked it, please consider leaving a like and subscribe, and let me know what you think about this area in the comments. See ya! Bye! I love the melon.